Hey YouTube, coming at your last Great League team for this week, as we are going to cover an event that is on tomorrow with a new Pokemon this afternoon. So it is Annihilape, Furret, AZUMARILL. For those of you who've been on this channel for the last year, know that I ran 490 ELO last season with Annihilape, Furret, and Blastoise. Wanted to try AZUMARILL in its place. Blastoise and AZUMARILL are both super bulky. You have a lot more charge move pressure with Blastoise. I feel like you're a lot bulkier with AZUMARILL. And with the Ice Beam Play Rough, with Blastoise, you get the Hydro, which is fantastic. But having like Ice Beam that can cover dragons and grass and those Pokemon, and then having like Play Rough that just hits pretty well in neutral situations, and then being able to take so much damage from other Pokemon, I find it's a really strong Pokemon, and it covers still like part of the flying problems that you would have with Annihilape and stuff like that. So let's take a look at the battles. Stunfisk here, play with this lead, and go from there. I did run Annihilape. I tried to run Annihilape on another team because I was like, wow, Annihilape is doing so good. And then for some reason I saw like two answers for Annihilape on every team. Like it was like Togekiss plus a Ghost, like Togekiss plus Corsola. So it worked. Annihilape worked well in these matchups, but when I tried it on a different team, it's just like, wow, it just got absolutely walled by a bunch of Pokemon, and it really hurt. So Stunfisk gets to another move. I think I have to throw because I'm pretty sure that they're going to get to another Mud Bomb before or Discharge before I take them out here if I don't. So I'll do that. And it's a Charizard in the back, so I'm coming straight Furret, right? This is Furret's, I think, strength. Sucker Punch, good move. Swift, fast, and good same type attack bonus there. And I didn't grab a shield, but I did chip a ton. So much so that it's basically just in bubble range now. So if my Furret can just kind of deal with this Furret, and then maybe if I even get like a counter or two off on the Charizard, even though it's resisted from the Annihilape, it's easy bubble range. That's basically going to be a top left for my opponent there. So going to instant swap here, really putting on some pressure there, taking their Furret down at this point and sacrifice my own Furret. This makes sense. The only problem is maybe I'm switch locked and they're going to get to an extra move here. But no, they chip me, so 2 extra Sucker Punches takes it to the yellow already. And, even 2 Blast Burns or 3 Air Cutters, you're not going to get to 3 Air Cutters. 2 Blast Burns not going to take out, so take that one there. Annihilape Mirror Match, always a tricky one. Who's going to win CMP? And who's going to win CMP? It does not matter when you are a move behind. So as you'll see coming up here on the next one here, I will be 1 short of a Rage Fist, and they will be at a Rage Fist. So the game legged me up 1 move right at the beginning there. I'm not at a Rage Fist yet, and they are at a Charge move. So kind of getting screwed on this one, which means I'm going to have to catch to some extent here. I'm going to throw the Charge move, burn this last shield, and then before, like right when they're getting to the Rage Fist, 1 before I get to it, I'm going to have to try and catch here. So right now I got to catch right here. And for some reason, I think they were just assuming that, the game didn't screw up and we were both at Rage Fist and I was just holding it back because I had higher CMP and I didn't want to show them. They decided to try and catch as well. So because we both instant swapped at the same time, I have an AZUMARILL on a Diggersby, which is nice for me. Tackle and Scorching Sands will chip here. They're going to get to a second move, but AZUMARILL's tankiness is just going to be too much here. So I will take switch. Now, I don't think I can farm too much. Yeah, I'm just going to go for 1 extra here. Don't really want to put me within like just a quick moves elsewhere. And Empoleon. So I'm instant swapping because I just don't want to get unnecessarily don't let them get to a move. The problem is their Annihilape has a move and my Annihilape has a move as well. I'm 1 short. No, I'm 1 short. So their Annihilape has a move. I'm 1 short. I'm getting to a Trailblaze here. It does chip, but they are now at a second Hydro and will take me out. So, switch timer's done on their end. Switch timer's going to be done on my end. I need to go in, not throw any fast moves, and then instant catch on the AZUMARILL. So I did 1 move and then caught. They throw the Rage Fist at my AZUMARILL. Try to undercharge, but by that point, they are already, I'm in counter range. At a Rage Fist, take out the close, and I'm going to win that matchup because I caught that there. So knowing that was the move. Marowak's actually a bad matchup, just because you get outpaced here. So they're already at 15. And it takes, what, 21 to get to both? So they are basically going to be at another one coming up right after this. So I don't think there's really a point of shielding because you're just going to lose it on the next one anyways. So I just let it go, knowing they're going to have a move. They give up switch into Credilli. You know what? I'm already up a shield and I have Ice Beam. So I think it's kind of just worth staying in and getting this Ice Beam off. Even if I have to take a charge move, I may even try to take this out with Ice Beam. Like, I may shield. I may not, though. Let it go. It is a Rock Tomb. I think they're going to get to a move first. Nope. Yep. Because it looks like I should have been maybe CMP there. But the game seems to be lagging me out there. So they eventually get in with Moltres. And Moltres resisting the Sucker Punch. And my attack is lowered because of the Rock Tomb. So I will not be doing as much with these Swifts. So I'm trying to, like, with these 45-second switch clocks, burn out the timer here. And try and bank a Swift coming out. I could shield. I could just try to sweep with a Azumarill. I'm going to let it go. I do have a move, but I'm going to bank that Swift for maybe later. You know, I do get to an Ice Beam. I'm going to have to respect like a Brave Bird here. Because my Furret is already too low. The problem is I can see this being a combo play. I can see like them grabbing a shield here and then sniping with something. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. They snipe with the Marowak. Not enough, because the Azumarill's got bulk. And with it, I'm going to have to Sucker Punch down. And I do. And I have a Swift, but they unfortunately have two Pokemon. So even if it doesn't matter, I have to throw blindly. We'll take this out, but I will not have enough energy to take out what is left here of the Moltres. Annihilape into Bastiodon. Fantastic lead. They're going to get out into something. That something is a Corsola. Nope, Dusknoir. I saw Ghost. I assume Corsola. But Dusknoir is tricky, right? Because they have the Dynamic Punch, which is very threatening. But obviously, unlike the Corsola, which is... Or Dusclops, actually, too, which is very bulky. Dusknoir just does not have the bulk to kind of stay in here. So they did grab a shield. Maybe their job is done. But Fret's going to be boosted. And now having this Bastiodon. And, you know, they could farm to a ton. But I'm going to chip this. If they try to, like, just come out with, like, a move here. Oh, yeah. They could have, like, maybe gone to, like, 100 energy and then throw the charge move and come out with a move. They're throwing pretty quick here. But either way, I'm going to chip this probably to the yellow and still have alignment. But there I have a shield advantage. I think it just makes sense that they just let everything go and try and take a 2v1 shield advantage in the back. Let's see what they have in the back. Driftblim. So I get to an Ice Beam. Super effective. They're likely to shield. They're likely to double shield here. I am likely to shield as well. Because if they do Shadow Ball me and take me out, I'm essentially screwed. Because then they could just like Hex, or I think a Hex, maybe Astonish, their way through the Annihilape matchup. So I need to burn 2 shields here. That's fine. They're going to have to throw. I think at this point I sacrifice, I instant swap, try and get to a Rage Fist to take this out. So there's the second Shadow Ball. That does take me out. I'm going to have to take some damage here. This looks like Astonish because those damages is quite a lot. That damage is quite a lot. Get to a Rage Fest, do take it out here, and then I'll have a shield. Plus a boosted counter. Oh, no shield. But I will have a boosted counter for the Bastiodon. And I will take that out because they did not overfarm. Malamar, Psywave user, pretty tough, so I'm going to go Furret right away. We'll have Superpower. Shadow Superpower is scary from Malamar. So opting to shield, it is just a foul play. Just going for the Swift. Would be neutral. Probably won't take them out, and I may have to double shield here. But they are opting to shield, so that's okay. Now the only concern is now they're going to outpace me because it's 10 versus 10. And they had an energy advantage. So I'm going to... oh, Talonflame comes in. So I should have gone one more there, but that's okay. Do get to at least one Swift and take it to the deep red. And I did I have a move? But either way, catching on the Azumarill and catching a flame charge at that and they are not going to get to a move before I get them out of there. So Talonflame goes out. Aegislash. This is the first. I think this is maybe the first time I've ever seen this Pokemon that I've gone against. Now I know how you're supposed to play against it, but it is very, very annoying. And my opponent's playing this correctly. So for those of you who have not had the joy of running up against one of these yet, basically it starts in the shield form, which is like one of the bulkiest Pokemon that you're going to see. And then it changes into when it's going to attack, into the sword form. So the sword form is one of the glassiest you're ever going to see. So it can change back to the shield form once it uses like a shield, I believe, or once I throw a charge move. One of the two. I forget which one it is. It's either when they use a shield or when you throw a charge. I think it's when you throw a charge move. So they use the shield on the charge move and then change back form into the shield, where you can just take any damage here. And now they're going to take to the attack form, which is so attack heavy but glassy. But if they have two moves here, I'm screwed. So Garabelle takes me out, and then they have an almost move instantaneously here to take out with this. So it's a very weird Pokemon to go against. Yeah, I don't have the XLs or the IVs or anything to build that up. And I know it got kind of nerfed on stats there, so I know a lot of people don't use it. Yeah, it's kind of a weird one. So Scizor gets out of the Annihilape lead. They could have grabbed the shield from me, but they decide to instant swap into Corsola. So going with the Trailblaze here, trying to boost my attack to put it... they may get to a move. I may shield, because I'm going to have a lot of energy coming out. I could live this with like 1 HP. A couple HP. And that's what I'm going to do. And out comes a Moltres. So, just trying to chip with Swift here. And I do... Oh, they did get out of the matchup. So that is not great. Had I known that, I would have gotten out. They're trying to overfarm, which, okay. I'm guessing they're trying to get to like a Brave Bird and a half, maybe 2 Brave Birds. And then swap is my guess. So I'm probably going to respect this. No, it is a Brave Bird. So... doing what I expected them to do. Scizor comes in. I think I don't know if I'm playing this right, but I figured like Shadow Annihilape, if I just Rage Fist my way through, I can just probably beat both like what's left. So with the 2 shields. But as you can see here, they're going to take me super low. Deep red. I'm going to have to burn that second shield. I am boosted. I'm almost at another move. I counter down the Corsola, and then I come out with a resisted move, but a boosted resisted move for the Moltres, and that is enough to take it out. So Shadow Annihilape coming in clutch in the end game there. Dedenne was always a problem for this team when it was Annihilape, Furret, Blastoise, and now that's Annihilape, Furret, AZUMARILL. Same issue. Definitely a tough Pokemon to go against for this team. What I normally do in this matchup is stay in. I know it's just a Parabolic Charge, but that really does hurt, and now I'm in farm down range. Sometimes I usually try and take it to the 2. I think I would play this differently, actually, because I'm going to get farmed down here. They let it go too, so it's not as bad. But I do get farmed down here, but I do take him to the red. I think what I do sometimes is take it to the 2 shield, knowing that I can boost my counter multiple times. And even though they boost their defense multiple times, I am able to take them to like the deep red and the 2, and then maybe like take them out or catch or something. And then the Thunder Shocks aren't doing a ton to Annihilape. So I would definitely play that differently if I played that again. Probably take it to the 2 shields, double shielding their Parabolic Charges, shield up their, and then I'm screwed here. Because I got 1 Pokemon left, and they're just going to lower my attack multiple times. Wow, the Acid's doing super effective. So, terrible combo here. I may just let this go. It does not matter. I'm going to lose either way. And they go Grass Knot. That's fine. It's a top. It was going to be a top left anyways. Scizor. Let's see if this one stays in and play this out. Yeah, this is how it normally is. They play it out. They throw the Night Slash. I have to respect the Night Slash because it's going to put me... Maybe not take me out, but it's going to put me within like a couple HP. But I also have to throw this right back. Now, if they're smart, they let this go. Because if they shield, I take it out with counters. and they don't know that. Again, I played this matchup a million times to know that this is how it plays out. And now I got the AZUMARILL on it, which is fine. I'm already boosted, and this will chip, which will be nice. Good chip there. And then I can mirror match. I'm debating here because I was like, I know Sucker Punch is resisted, but I have a Trailblaze, but I'm like, no, it just makes sense to stay in here. And Empoleon comes in. So I would not be surprised if I just double shield everything here, or single shield. I guess we both used one on the lead. Not surprised that I'm just using the shield immediately there, trying to... I can take one Hydro for sure, but I'm worried about being outpaced here because it's 14 plus 12 is 26, and then I think they had a little bit of a lead. So I'm just going Swift here because I know I basically just need to get this in Sucker Punch range. They're going to have to throw, and then I can bubble down, and the other AZUMARILL is behind on health. So even though they're ahead on energy, they're very behind on health. So it's going to take like 3, maybe 4 play roughs to take me out. And I think it's going to take 2 on my end for them. So here comes the first play rough. I've got to worry about a potential catch coming up here. But here comes their second, which is fine. I can live this. Am I going to overfarm? I don't even know if I overfarm. I think they're in bubble range. I think I just take this out. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take this out. I don't think there's a point. I think I can even live a Drill Peck from this. It'd be close, but I'm pretty sure I could live a Drill Peck. No, it's a non-Shadow Empoleon. I can live it. Florges, same situation. Stay in this matchup just because, like, I don't know what my best answer to this is. Sucker Punch resisted. AZUMARILL, is it running Moonblast or Trailblaze? Chilling Water, maybe try and catch a Chilling Water here. You know, I grabbed a... did I grab a shield here? Maybe I just let this go, knowing I grabbed a shield. Yeah. And they do not take me out there. So, and they give up switch. So, all things considered, I will definitely take how that lead played out. Now I can align here on AZUMARILL. Having already been blasted by one Brave Bird on Moltres, I would not be surprised if I do shield up one. There we go. And it is a Brave Bird. You know, I don't think I could take this down before they get to another move, and I don't think it's worth taking another move. So I will just take this out. And now, let's see what they decide to do. Gastrodon. So coming in here with Gastrodon, I know that they still have their Fairy on the lead. I can chip here. I assume this is Water Pulse. And at this point, I'm just like, okay. Throw a move. Chip here. Grab this last shield, or basically put it in resisted Sucker Punch range. Actually, I would have taken it out. And that's even better because now they are shields down and I have a Trailblaze. So even if they throw freaking 3 Chilling Waters at this thing, I may have to shield 1 if they do that. But I can definitely take a couple Chilling Waters. Even if I throw 2 Chilling Waters and lower my attack times 2, I still got a double super effective Trailblaze coming back at Gastrodon. So I don't even care that I'm 2 times lowered. It's at 50% health and I have a double super effective move. So just kind of recognizing that your win con is Furret here. Get that Trailblaze off. They know it. Top left. Corsola, terrible lead. I'm going to have to get out straight into Furret, which is always a bit dangerous. But you know what? Not bad. Not bad being hit with the Scizor, especially that the Sucker Punches are add up so much that I think I can pretty much just go Swift here. Yeah, and 100% this is just an easy shield farm down flip switch. You cannot take, I know it's a resisted Swift, but you cannot take a resisted Swift on Scizor in this matchup. But you're behind on energy, so you're screwed either way. Marowak comes in, allowing me to get to a Trailblaze. I know they have the Corsola on the lead. They do shield. That is fine. I grabbed 1 shield, and I'm going to be able to chip with Swift, and I chipped with Sucker Punch. So Furret, and 2 shielding at that. Annihilate, you are just a sacrifice at this point. Yes, please throw a charge move at me. Because AZUMARILL is my win con. So here's 1 Bone Club. Gonna stay in this matchup. Here comes the second one. Okay. Okay. I think in the moment, you know what, I don't even know if this is right. There's two ways to play this. The first one is that one. You know, I'm almost out of Rage Fist. Rage Fist is going to do over 50% on Corsola to put it within one fast move range, one charge move. I can take like 2 Nightshades here because I'm in a AZUMARILL, so I can take that with ease, come out with energy, and come out with like a move and a half. One move take this out, one move take out the Marowak, and I can take this matchup with ease. The other way to do it is just sacrifice the Annihilape and just use the shield advantage here on a AZUMARILL, and then take that shield and shield one of the Nightshades on Corsola. Either way, I think both are probably winning plays, and I'll take that out there. So yeah, I haven't found my go-to team yet. I found teams. I'm at 2450. I've kind of chipped away. ELO. A lot of what I just can't put together the 5-0s, 4-1s, which is frustrating to me because that's what cost me last season. It was just like lots of positive sets with 1 or 2 big negative sets, and I feel like I'm repeating that right now. I kind of chip away 3-2, 3-2, 3-2, 3-2 here, and then I'll go like 1-4. So I like gain ELO, but it's not at the rate I want to because I'm still not putting up those like big 4-1, 5-0. And half it's the game. I was fuming. I was 4-0 heading into game 5, and I won switch. I won the lead, and I won switch, and the game froze. Like complete freeze, like it's been doing, and you can't, and the game's lost. So that 5-0, an easy 5-0 turned into a 4-1, right? And that's 30, 35 ELO right there because of that. And it's happened. I've froze out like at least 5 games this season already, maybe more. So I definitely would be a veteran if I didn't get all these freeze out games. It's I can't believe this is. I say I can't believe this is the state. I can't believe it. Like what are we talking about here? Of course, this is the state of the game. Anyways, event tomorrow, a steel event. We'll cover that this afternoon with the new Pokemon. So stay tuned for that, and then league turnover tomorrow. So that is it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.